Good morning again. This particular uh, video is actually meant for a response to a question raised by Prince Will this morning in our class. And for that reason, I simply want to make a quick review or quick explanation of what we have done in class this morning. Number one, we discuss annotated bibliography. Number two, we discuss your term paper, one that must be based on Old Testament and the other that must be based on New Testament. This is important because we are dealing with the Bible. And you cannot tell anybody you know one area of the Bible and you don't know one area of the Bible. You have to be holistic in your approach to the Bible, especially when you face the people of God. You have to give them the whole counsel of God. So henceforth, you must not be biblical illiterate, neither must you be biblical ignoramus. It is very important for you now to give yourself an assignment nobody is assigning you, and that is to read through the Bible. At least once a year, you must have a tradition of reading through the Bible from cover to cover. That way, you will be well saturated. And nothing will come to you by surprise. And if any surprise is coming around the corner, it meets you there. So be well informed, be well schooled, be well saturated, and be a walking Bible, be a Bible encyclopedia as a person. And I tell you, you will reap the reward. It's highly rewarding if you choose to do. On that note, let me quickly talk about annotated bibliography. The purpose of annotated bibliography is to make you to be familiar with the literary materials that are available in a subject area of study, so that you know where what is. For example, you want to do a research on a passage in the Old Testament and the New Testament. Now, if you do bibliographical annotated bibliography, that will avail you the opportunity of knowing where what is. And when you are doing bibliographical annotation, what do? You must make sure you go through books, you go through journals, you go through encyclopedia, you go through all kinds of reference materials, and you go headlong on books that has to do with the area of your study. You pick them one by one. When you pick one, your main assignment is write number one or type number one. Then begin with the author's name, that is the surname or the last name. Like, for example, if you want to write a bibliographical data of one of my book, Introduction to the Bible and Exegetical Theology, what you do is this. You write my name, my surname is Oyemomi. Then you insert a comma. Then you write Emmanuel O as the other names. Then you put a full stop. Then you now write the title of the book, Introduction to the Bible and Exegetical Theology, Volume 1. Then you put full stop. Then you now write, then you put it in italics. After the italics, you now write the city of publication, followed by a colon. After a colon, you put the publisher. separate it by a comma, then you put the year of publication, then you start full stop. You have completed the bibliographical data. Then the second aspect of your annotation is to now read through the book and write at least 1 or 2 paragraphs on each book or article. What do you write in that? Read about the author, read about the book, read the preface, then do a survey of the book. Get to know the introduction and the conclusion of the book. Know why the author is writing the book. What's his preoccupation? What's the nudge? What prompted him into that book? All those information are assets in your hand when you are writing a research. When you have a topic, when you are writing a topic, you know your information where they are because you have already done a survey of the materials in that area. So you can easily pick your books and your journals and your materials, make your notes, then logically structure your note cards into section by section as they can flow in the way they can flow together logically. Then you now complete your outline, and that's where you have a structure. And you introduce it with you come up with an introduction, you come up with the in-betweens based on your topic, then you now conclude with a conclusion. In your introduction, when you are writing introduction, your introduction must include the background to the study. What prompted you into that topic at all? What is the problem you are trying to solve? Statement of the problem must be at the tail end of the introduction as a way of plugging you into the main business of the paper. Then when you get into the conclusion, then your conclusion must comprise about 3 things. It must be a summary of everything you have done in that paper. It must be an evaluation of what you have done in that paper. Then you must cap it with the recommendation. Those are the ways to write. Even if you are writing PhD dissertation, it's the same format. Once you are able to do it in a 10-page paper or 15 or 20 or 25-page paper, it's the same procedure you follow when you are writing a dissertation of 1,000 pages. It's not different. So by the time you write at least about a paragraph about that book, you are done with that. Then you go to number 2 and number 3 until you get to the last number, which is number 30. Now, concerning the title of your paper, the paper you will write must be centered on a passage of the Bible. You are writing 2 papers. One paper must center on the Old Testament. I'm giving you freedom to choose your own passage, but you must show us your passage so that we can guide you. Then you must also come up with a topic of that particular passage, on that particular passage. So we will edit your title and your passage for you simultaneously, and will now allow you to go along on your own to do the research. And when you are doing your research, when you come up with your outline, we'll be there to guide you in the writing of your outline. So that's just the brief. So don't write anything less than 10 pages. Don't write anything more than 25 pages so as not to become verbose in the way you approach the writing of your paper. So that's just in a nutshell what we've done this morning. Everything I have said so far has been clearly written in the course outline. Go through your course outline, especially the course requirement. Read the course description, course requirement, and course grading. all the things that will earn you mark or that or this or that, then you cannot decide for yourself. What do you want to have? What do you want to come up with in this class? So it's in your hand. If you want an A, you can decide to have it, and it's possible. And if you want to have anything less than A, you can decide. If you are settled for a C, it's your own decision. Have a wonderful day.